Hey, welcome back. This is Chris in Galway, and today I'm going to make some waterproofing for my cheap old Swiss mountain pack knockoff, probably made in the deep forest of China. Really deep. And what I'm going to do is something I learned on Facebook. Not Facebook, but YouTube, just like you. I'm going to try beeswax, turpentine, and double boiled linseed oil. So you take 2 parts of this to 1 part of this to 1 part of this. So I'm not going to need this whole big thing of beeswax, I don't think. So I'm going to cut it in half, and then I'll go cut it. On second thought, I am going to do the whole block. If I have anything left over, I don't think it'll go bad. I'll just put it in a jar or somewhere. So I'm using, I was going to use a canteen cup, this cheap one from Taiwan or whatever. It's aluminum, and I have some more of those. But since I'm going to do the whole thing, I'm going to use this little pot, which you army guys will recognize as a small pot in our 3-piece pot set. And I'm going to melt it down over the propane little stove here. And I think there's propane in it. It's making a noise. There. So we're going to put it on low heat without switching it off. And leave this here. Alright, get back in frame. Put that on there on a low heat and let it melt. And then I'll put 1 part of oil and 1 part of turpentine in there. And then you just mix it all up, and then you let it cool down overnight. And it becomes kind of like a paste, which you rub right into the canvas parts here, and hopefully you'll waterproof it. I did spray it with, I had some other waterproof, I had a little bit in the bottle and I sprayed it on, but it didn't seem to do any good, so it won't hurt putting this on there. I think it'll even help on the leather straps here, to coat of beeswax and oil. I think, can't go wrong, can it? Do you think so, Ben? Can it go wrong? Okay, so stick around. Once this melts, we'll take up the recording again. Wait out. Hey, let's check in on the wax, shall we? It's been on there for about 6 or 7 minutes, starting to melt down rather nicely. I tried to cut that wax block with my folding saw, the backhoe, and was having a rough time. So I got my new Condor hatchet out and gave her all sledge-o-matic and put beeswax chips all over the garage, of which Ben ate at least 1. Anyway, it's melting. On another note, I was at Home Hardware the other day, and I seen this and I picked it up. It was $11, and you get 200 meters of coconut husk fiber cordage, which you can use for cordage, but it's also just like jute rope, that if you take a piece of it and separate all the fibers and squish it all up, it makes a good little, let's see, yeah, the tinder. It makes good tinder, so it'll light with just a spark. And I tried that with a little piece to be sure. So for $11, you get all the natural rope / tinder that you'll probably use in, I don't know, a lifetime, if you use it just for tinder. Anyway, that's your Home Hardware deal of the week. It wasn't on sale either, so it's still out there and available. Okay, so that's it. We'll check back in about 10 minutes. Wait out. Hey, we're back. It's actually been about 20 minutes, I think. You can see our wax is all melted down. Make sure you got in frame here. Yeah. So now, I think I'm going to shut the flame off for safety's sakes, put this off the rickety old thing, and add in the other 2 ingredients. And I'm just going to eyeball it to see how much goes in there. So, take this off. Turn that off for now. Looks like my stick is deep frying in wax. So, I guess I'd say there's 3 cups at least in there. So maybe about, I don't know. Hopefully this doesn't explode. Maybe about that. What do you say, Ben? And however much I put in there of turpentine, I'll put in hopefully the same amount of this double boiled linseed oil. That's about right, I think. Okay, the idea is just to mix this all up, and hopefully I got the ratios more or less correct anyway, and then let it cool overnight. So, ooh, it's still fairly hot, so I was thinking maybe I'll put it back on the flame, but I don't think I will, because it's looking alright now. I'll just put this out of the way so the dog can't step in it, and that'll be it. So I'll take this video up again tomorrow, Friday, and we'll see if it's good, and at the same time, if it's good, we'll apply it to this mountain bag here. Okay, hey there. Stick around for that. I got the stove out now like that, I'm going to try charring up and drying out some chaga. Which is this stuff here. It grows on birch trees mainly, but can grow on other things. And this is the inside of it, the orange part. When you see it on the side of the tree, it's you can see it's all brown or black on the outside, like this. And it's called true tinder fungus, or tindiger fungus. So I'm just going to put them a few things in my little Altoids tin here that I got for just that reason. Making char. And I'm going to try it with chaga, and then I got some other wood here that I might try too. I'm not too sure if I there. The idea is you poke a hole in the top, and whenever it stops smoking coming out of there, it should be all done. What it is, heating it up without any oxygen so it doesn't burn, so it just turns it basically into charcoal. And it should take about 10 minutes. So I'll come back to you when I open up this sucker when it's cooled down. Wait. Hi, back again. It's been about 5 minutes. You can see the smoke's coming out of there. It's not only coming out of the hole in the top, it's coming out of around the seam and the hinges are in the little tin. After I put the tin in there, or the hole in the tin, then I was looking on YouTube. My favorite bushcrafter on YouTube is Derek Ferrier from Sergeant Ferrier, and he says you don't really need to have a hole in it because it leaks enough around the hinges and stuff. Hey, just going to give you a little demo of it's still a coconut husk twine, and see if I can get it going with my cheap Chinese ferro rod. The chaga is done. Still have a bit of smoke in there till after this. Hopefully you can see that. Let's see how many times it takes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There. Took a little while to get going. Like I said, this is a cheap Chinese one. I made the mistake of ordering, I don't know, 4 of these or so or something like that. I guess it was on a deal. And I'm using a good Fire Steel, or a striker from Fire Steel. I got it going though. You can see it doesn't last very long, but it's got enough to light some more tinder and turn kindling. Anyway, that's it for the old coconut twine. And now it's good enough for me. Chris, out. It's been 2 minutes since I lit this little thing, and you can see it's still glowing. It's been glowing all along, so it gives you a long time if you're going to blow that into a bird's nest, a tinder bundle. So that's another good point of it, I guess.